With
Whatever
everything.
you feel like doing.
My modification is if it hurts, don't do it.
That's
That's a good one. Good rule of thumb.
good
Just
modification.
look at myself.
All right. We are YouTube live. What? Take your socks off. You're gonna fall all over the place. All right, we're YouTube live. Everybody agrees to be recorded on YouTube. We can Freestyle Bodywork. All right. So let's start out with your cord blocks at the top of the mat.
Oh, you need 2 brown?
Yeah. Okay. Or you can do the blue if you want to be higher. One more. Cork or blue, either way. We'll start right out with a little bit of standing. Okay. So you're going to have your feet about mat width apart. Big toes on the mat. Try to bring heels so that they're just a little bit off the mat. Blocks pretty much right under your chest. And if you are rounded in this shape at all because your hamstrings and hips are tight, you need your higher blocks. That looks pretty good here. Maybe you could go with blue to feel more in your hips. It's up to you. See how it goes. Okay. Keep your shoulders right above your blocks. Keep your arms straight. That's a tricep engagement. Okay. And then dropping your head, shrug the shoulders just a tiny bit forward and see if you can drop your ribs down into the shoulder blades. Shoulder blades sliding together behind the ribs. And then press into your hands to bring your ribs back up. Good. Do that again. Slide your chest down into the shoulder girdle. Sink a little deeper this time. Let your hips soften. Press your hands to slide your ribs back up. Keep the head loose. When you come down, keep the head hanging. A lot of people lift the head when they drop the ribs. Don't do that. It contracts the back more than I want. Press into hands to come up. Last one. Drop the chest down. Now keep it dropped. Roll to the inner arch of your right foot, lifting the pinky side of the foot. Inner arch. Yep, roll to the outer arch of your left foot and shift your hips left. Feel how the feet help motivate that movement. Good. Now roll to the inner arch of your left foot, outer arch of your right foot. Keep your right big toe on the ground though. Let it come up. Shift your hips to the right using feet. Good. Go the other way with feet. Shift your hips across. Good. You should feel kind of rolling through the SI joint in the back of the hips. Shift back and forth like that. You can make the feet a little less exaggerated, but feet should still be grabbing the floor and actively doing that shift for you. Back and forth, soft and even, just warming up the hips, getting them to move. Keep your chest dropped into the shoulder girdle as you do this. Don't let the back tighten. Keep a little bit of weight forward into your hands. Good. And then hold on the right side. Left side, excuse me, stay left. Turn your left fingers to face in. Put the hand back on the block, turn the fingers down. Bend your elbow forward to open the shoulder blade off the ribs on that left side. Reach your right hand for the floor. Twist, looking underneath that armpit. Sit the hips back a little further. If you want to go deeper, take the right hand across to the left shin or ankle. Good. Now shift your hips back and forth, still holding on to that leg. As you shift the hips to the right, you should feel that right hand holding the left ankle causes your ribs to be open, the shoulder blade to slide off the back. Keep shifting back and forth, finding that stretch. 2 more, let the head drop. Don't lift your head on this. Last one, use feet to shift the hips. Back to center, good. Hand back to the block, fingers facing in. Fingers facing in, let those little bulldog arms. Bring your left hand to the mat, shift your hips to the right to start. Bend your right elbow forward, really reaching that shoulder blade off the side. Drop the head. Left hand is strong right now. Then go ahead and bend your left arm to sit deeper into the stretch. Reach the left hand across for that ankle if you want to go deeper. Now shift your hips using the feet all the way back to the left. Feel that pull the left ribs out of that left shoulder blade. Shift back to the right. Good. 3 more. Shift left. Keep the head dangling and looking under the right hand. Shift back to the right. 2 more. Don't let your head move or turn. Back to the right. Last one. Both hands come up. Good. Hopefully we're separating some things. Warming up should be finding coordination, not using as much strength as you can. Okay, heel toe the feet a little wider. Heels then toes, and then end up with heels just a touch wider than toes. Same shifting back and forth through the hips. If you can't keep feet stuck to the mat or stuck to the wood, then you can turn sideways through on your mat. Now when you shift, you'll notice that when you go left, the right hip has to roll forward a little. When you go right, left hip rolls forward. Good. All right, bend the knees, sit into it a little bit deeper, open your knees, roll to the outer feet, curl your toes in, warm up the feet. Good, open the toes, lift them up, roll to the inner feet, pick up the outer feet. Good, now pick up your core, round, pick the ribs up out of the shoulder blades. It's a funny position. Let your head drop. Drop the chest back down into the shoulder blades. Roll to the outer feet, opening the front of the hips. Bend the knees, bend the knees. One more time. Curl your toes under. Then pick up the toes, roll to the inner feet. Push through hands, pick your ribs up, lift the belly higher. Good. Then start dropping head, neck, chest into shoulder blades. Roll to outer feet as ribs drop deeper. Good. All right, heel toe the feet in. How are we doing? Start to warm up, core, serratus. Bring left foot forward outside your left block. So you're going to have it turned out about 10 degrees, maybe 45. Hop the right foot back a pretty long distance and land on the ball of the foot. Good. Keep the heel high. I want your heel straight above the ball of the foot. The ball of the foot should be grabbing the mat. Okay, toes should be grabbing the mat. Drop your heel back. Then press into the ball of the foot to come back up. Really use the foot here. Drop the heel back. Press into the ball of the foot to come up. Keeping the front leg straight, lift your ribs by pushing into hands. So don't think pull up with back, think push blocks away. Let your head drape. Keep that pressure in hands. Spread fingers a lot so hands are active. Bend your right knee toward the floor like you're going to kneel down. Don't actually kneel. Hold. Suck the belly up higher. Good. Re-straighten the back leg. Good. One more time like that. Bend the knee toward the ground. Feel that footwork. Keep your inner foot in. Don't let your foot bail to the pinky side. Good. Re-straighten the leg. Perfect. Now push through your left foot. Try to roll your right hip back. Spin your heel in, but don't come down off the ball of the foot. Yep. See if you can spin the foot back forward as you roll your hip back forward. Good. Really inner spiral. Drop that hip past the other one. Do it again. Roll the hip open, spin heel in, but keep control of the mat with the ball of the foot and the toes. Roll it back in, drop it forward. Good. Stay like that. Bend your left knee. Drop your chest into the shoulder blades. Bend elbows a little bit like chaturanga. Sit down deep into that stretch. It's almost like an elevated pigeon. Good. Press into the leg to come up. Roll the hips open. Roll the right hip forward again. Elongate the spine, then bend your left knee. Left foot's doing a lot of work. Left toes are grabbing the mat, fingers spreading, elbows in, drop down. Good. Press through the left foot, bring it up. Press through the left foot, roll the right hip back. Very good. Last one, roll the right hip forward this time. Hold. Bring the left arm up, open up your chest. Good. Bring the left arm over your head. Some of you look a little long, I am too. Either hop the back foot forward or pull the front foot back. Just shorten it if you feel like you're too long. Left arm overhead. As your arm comes overhead, you pull the shoulder blade down. You're spinning the wrong way. Turn the other way.
I was going to say, that feels kind of odd, too.
There you go. So that bottom hip gets to drop more to the floor. Top arm reaches over your head, really rounding the top ribs up. The bottom shoulder blade pulls down to pick up those top ribs. Good. Then bring the top arm back. Drop the heel back. Heel back, back, heel back. One more time. As the toes push, the arm comes overhead. Good. And then draw it back. Good. Keeping it dropped back. Roll that left shoulder and hip forward. Bring your arm forward. See if you can hold this posture. Breathe. Shoulders back. Find your serratus, the little finger-like muscles running along the ribs. Lift your belly and bring your hand to your block. Blocks under the shoulder. Slowly lower the back knee to the mat. Top of the foot in the mat. How you doing, feet? Good. Okay.
A
Good.
little twinge, but I got over it.
Little twinge. Okay. we don't want to fight your pain. It shouldn't be painful.
She's a
martyr.
martyr.
Lift and spread your left toes. Keep the ball of the foot, all the knuckles down. Try to bring the big toe down. Spread the other toes out. It's odd. Why are we working the feet? Because it's what we stand on. Put all the toes down. Press through that foot to take your hips back. Try to think of your sitting bone going back out from under the ribs instead of pulling with back muscles. So no rounding. Good. As you come back forward, feel the weight go into your left foot. That left foot spreads across the mat, accepts the weight, and you can sit a little deeper into the hip. Maybe you can bend elbows. Maybe you can come elbows to blocks. Wherever your deepest stretch is, be here. If you want to adjust the back knee, push it to the top foot, lift it up, move it as you want, put it back down. Drop into the shoulder girdle here, drop your head. Breathe. Now open your left knee away from you a little bit, tipping a little to the pinky side of the foot, but keep that index toe reaching. Bring your left shoulder blade forward, Maybe you can even take the hand out in front and really roll the shoulder blade forward and across. That should be pulling out of the front of that left hip as the left knee and hip drop away. And bring it back in. Good, bring hands back to your blocks. Blocks back under you again. Tuck the back toes, push into the back leg, just staying low. Very good. Stay sitting into the stretch. Press into your front leg, bring it back up. See if you can pull your front foot back and step between your blocks now. Blocks are a little narrow. Oh, you fit. Good job. Feet should be hip width apart at this point. Let's spiral your back foot in and down and shorten it up to like Parsvottanasana. So you're a little shorter. Yep. And your back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Roll the right hip forward. Elongate the rib cage. Blocks are right under shoulders, so you're very long. And then drop the chest into the shoulder blades. Bend your elbows like chaturanga, folding down over that left leg. Left foot's taking a lot of weight. Don't roll to the outside of the foot. Roll to that inner arch, that index knuckle of your foot. At the same time, with that foot anchor, and pull your left hip back a little bit. Breathe. Good. Staying in the stretch, can you push through that left heel and roll your right hip back? And then roll the right hip forward again while still in the stretch. One more time, roll it back. And then roll forward. Press down through your hands to bring the upper body up. Good. Bend the front knee, come under the toes of the back foot, wiggle it back, and put the back knee down. Good. Put the top of the foot into the mat. How are we doing? Good. Yeah? Okay, drop the hips into the stretch. Really try to feel the left metatarsals are holding your weight. You don't want to be really far back in the heel. You can't balance there. It's round. It's not meant for balancing. Have your knee a little past the heel, hopefully right over the middle of the metatarsals to balance there. Don't want the knee past the toes though for now. Maybe you can in other places, other positions. Then left hand to the knee, elbow out. That's to make some space in your ribs. Right hand, same thing. Press your foot into the mat harder. Suck the belly back a little. Roll the elbows forward. Purposely hollowing the collarbone, pulling sternum back. Chin in a little bit, breathe. Feel that left foot making micro adjustments to help you balance. And then press the mat away a little bit, just a touch, just for contrast. Then drop back into it. Really sit into that left foot. That's where all your weight's going to go. Good. Do it again. Press the mat away a little bit. Keep elbows open, suck belly back. Just a touch. And then drop all the way back into it. Good. Bring your right arm as far up as you can. Then bring it across, elbow to knee. Look out in front of your mat, over your right shoulder, hands in prayer. One straight line from elbow to elbow. Press your left hand into your right hand to pick the ribs up and twist a little bit. That right elbow gets driven into the right knee knee meets it with equal pressure. Maybe the knee comes across a little bit towards center line, that's fine too. Keep dropping right hip into the mat. Now sink into your right shoulder comes up to your jaw. Sink the right side more. And push your left hand into the right, bring the ribs back. One more time, sink into it. Push left hand into the right, bring it back. If you want to go a little deeper, push into the top of the back foot to pick up the back knee. No takers, bring it back to center. Good job. Tuck your back toes, stand it up. Very nice. Good. Step left foot back, high plank. Press your blocks away to pick your ribs up, pick the belly up, push high into the toe. And then drop your heels back, but keep your belly higher than your pubic bone. Come back up. Good. Step your right foot forward, outside your block. Turn the right toes out a little bit, blocks are right under shoulders. Good. Keeping the right toes turned out, lift and spread the toes, really dropping the knuckles into the mat. Bring the big toe down a little bit. Press to straighten the leg. Good. Drop the back heel all the way to the mat. Stretching the back of the leg. Don't roll to the pinky side of the foot though, no bailing. Stay in the inner back foot. And then press into the ball of the foot to come up. Back foot, we're working the back foot, straight legs. Good, drop the heel back, staying in the inner foot. Press through the ball of the foot to come up. Drop your chest into the shoulder blades, don't let your back help. Don't take weight out of the foot. Drop the heel in and down. Press into that ball of the foot to come back up. Last one, drop the heel down. Press into the ball of the foot to come up. Now press into your front foot, roll the hip open. Spin your heel in so you can really roll the hip open. Then keep controlling the mat with that index knuckle. Roll the foot back forward, hip all the way in and down. Good, do it again. Roll the hip open. You don't have to spin toes if it's too hard. Roll the hip back forward, drop it down, drop the chest. 1 One more time. Roll that hip open. Roll it back forward. Drop the hip into the stretch. Then bend your right knee. Drop forward, keeping that stretch. Very good. You can bend elbows to drop a little deeper like chaturanga. Breathe. And then press back up with the elbows. 2 more like that. Roll the hip back, pressing into the right foot. Keep the legs fairly straight or straight. Roll the hip forward. Bend the front knee, drop into the stretch. You can bend elbows to drop deeper. Press through hands and the foot. Last one, roll hip open. Roll forward and hold. Good. If your stance got too long, if you're sliding, shorten it by hopping back foot forward or pulling front foot back. Dropping left hip forward. Think of your left frontal hip coming to right groin, back foot strong. Bring the right arm up. There you go. So that back hip drops a little deeper into the twist. Now bring that bicep over the cheek. Press into your bottom hand and pull the shoulder blade down to balloon the ribs up. On the top side at the same time, hug your right groin back into the left groin. Good. Now bring the arm back. Drop your heel all the way back to the mat. Good. Press into the ball of the foot. Arm over, bottom shoulder blade down. Really hug the hip back. And then bring it back. One more time. Press into the ball of the foot. Arm over. Use that bottom shoulder blade like a top. Bring it back. Drop the heel back. Hold. Now roll the right shoulder and hip into alignment. Neck long. Hold there. See if you can sweep the arm forward and hold. Good. Bring your hand back to your block. How are we doing?
Good.
Yeah, everybody's alive. Okay, only one person can talk. All right, get the front knee, come back down to the mat, slowly, and put the back knee down. Nice and soft, no blocking. I heard that from here, it's a good thing I got a pad back there. All right, elbows to your blocks. You can put the top of the back foot into the mat, and then dip down into the shoulder blades, drop your head. You can rest head on the hand. Breathe. Okay. Now tip your right knee open, kind of using the foot almost to push the mat away a little bit to drop that pelvic bowl back on the right side. At the same time, keeping the pelvic bowl back, can you bring the right shoulder blade up the side of the ribs, maybe tenting fingers away from you, but the main thing is rolling the shoulder forward. You can see the ribs open on that side. There's a soft inner spiral in the arm. Breathe. Good, and bring it back to your blocks. Very nice. Bring it back up. You guys feel that opening here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay, bring it up. Tuck the back toes. Press into the back foot. Good. Straighten the front leg. See if you can bring that foot back and then inside the blocks. Perfect. We're going to bring your back heel in and down. Shorten your stance a little, like Parsvottanasana. Roll the back hip back. And when you roll your hip back, don't swing the right hip out. Okay, you don't want your right glute to come up toward your shoulder. That's the obliques flexing. That runs on the outside of ribs, outside of hip. We're working hard to separate those. So you want to feel the right hip roll under a little without tucking, and then sit into it. Your foot has to act as an anchor. So the ball of the foot grabs the mat, and as the right sitting bone sits back, then you can get the left hip open without swinging out. Okay? And when you roll forward, you keep sitting into that femur or sitting bone back away from femur feeling, and roll the left hip forward. Bring your left hip forward. Okay, then roll back again. Keep sitting into the hip. Good. Roll forward. Now stay forward. Stay like that. Other way. Drop it forward. All the way forward. Perfect. And then bring your ribs long. Bend the elbows very soft. Think of your ribs as coming forward out over a ledge, really long. And come down that leg slowly. Keeping your left hip forward. Strong inner back foot. Inner arch of your left foot is rolled in a little bit. Helps you feel the groin. Low belly can be lifted. Maybe even shrug your right shoulder forward or turn right fingers in to open that right side more. Breathe. Now while you're in the stretch, roll the left hip back, pushing through right heel. And then roll the left hip forward. If you haven't felt this, let's try this. Turn your fingers to face in. Little bulldog arms, elbows out to the sides. Yep, and then when you roll the hip forward, drop into that with elbows really reaching out and forward. If you can control it, it opens the side of the ribs more. Now roll back by pushing through the right ball of the foot, big toe and heel. Roll forward, roll into inner back foot. One more. Roll back. Last one, roll forward, press into your hands to bring the chest up. Turn your hands back out again. Good job, guys. All right, hop that left foot a little further back. Heel toe right foot a touch right. If you were on the tightrope, now you should be hip width with your feet. Bend the front knee coming down into your high lunge. Dropping the hips into your stretch. Good, yeah, wiggle the foot back if you feel short. You should end up with heel right over toes. Like driving a stake, or right over the ball of the foot, driving a stake straight down into the mat. Keep dropping into the hips. Slowly lower the back knee down to the mat. Bring your right knee a touch in. So it's just in front of the right hip. Elbow out, elbow out. Press into the foot. You're not trying to push your body back right now. You're trying to nail that foot down through the floor. Deeper and deeper. You can be on the top of the back foot. Okay. Keep the pressure into that foot. Now lift the belly back without anything changing. Think of a Kegel exercise for a woman. Think of lifting member into the body of a man. Think of apple core abs, middle abs, not the superficial abs. Okay, and then drop all the way forward into the stretch. Sit into that right foot. Now little pressure into the foot, little pressure into the hands, and then sit into the foot. I want you to feel like that foot is dragging the mat back, but certainly accepting all the weight and flattening across the metatarsus. Good, now bring your left arm as far up as you can. Really reach out of that shoulder blade and bring the elbow to the knee across. Look past your mat over the left shoulder. Hands in prayer. Good, your prayer should line up, back elbow to front elbow, one straight line. Wrists at 90 degrees, fingers really spreading. Now slide your left shoulder forward. Sit into that left hip a little more. Don't turn the head, look forward for now. Then press your right hand into your left, picking the ribs up. We're trying to make most of this happen in your thoracic and lumbar spine, but leaving the neck out of it. Sit into it again. Try to let your chin rest on your shoulder. Let your chest release more. Sit deeper. Then right hand pushing into left. Pick your ribs up. Twist deeper. And then come back. Bring your hands back to the blocks. If you want to try this, and I didn't see any takers on the other side, push to the top of the back foot for your quad engaged. Good. Keep the quad engaged. And then let it come down. Now when you tuck your toes, when you lift the back leg, it's just a quad. It's just a straightening of the leg. And then you sit into that. The quad gives a floor to the hip stretch. Good. And bring it up and back. How are we doing? Good, good. Step the feet back to high plank. Good. And then you're going to lean forward. Try to roll over the right toes. Bring the knee toward the mat. Press into the top of the foot a little. Just stretching the top of the foot. And then roll back over the toes. Left side. Roll over the toes. Top of the foot into the mat. Press. And then roll back. Hips up. Step your feet forward. Good job, guys. All right. Feet as wide as your mat. Stack your blocks up. We haven't sat on 2 blocks in a little while. We had some down dog coaching classes for a while, so I'm going to change it up. Knee block on top.
Yes.
Don't go there yet, because we're not going to put knees back yet.
Oh, we aren't? Okay.
Nope. Okay. Sit as far forward on your blocks as you can without falling off of them. You want to feel like your sitting bones are almost hanging off the front of the block, and whatever meat you have left in the back is what's holding you on your block. All right, good. All right, keep your feet about as wide as your mat. Everybody wants to turn the heels in, toes out, which eliminates the stretch in the back of the hip. Try to keep them parallel for now. If it starts to really torque your knees, you can bring heels in a little. That means your knees are tight. You need to stretch the knees. So try with feet parallel. Come forward. Put your elbows on your knees. Drop your hands inside the legs. Put the back of the hands together, interlacing like this. Okay. Now try to bring the elbows inside the inner edge of the knee. Suck your belly back. Pull your ribs back in the shoulder blades. Drop your head. Knees close the arms toward each other. Fingers reaching for the floor to stretch the back of the shoulders. Pull the core back. Use your feet a little to roll you back to the tailbone. Okay, go the other way. Roll the shoulders open. Roll the sitting bones to the floor. Good, do that again. A little pressure with the feet to roll sitting bones under. Drop chin in, rounding the back. Suck the belly back. Squeeze the back of the elbows together. And then roll it open. Okay, that was just to get you to feel it. Bring hands together in prayer. Now you're going to tip your blocks forward. Feet further forward. Everybody probably feet. Your feet were probably good. When you tip your blocks forward, your feet should be far enough forward so your knees end up right above them. Good. Okay, now get your hands down in prayer so that you're one straight line from elbow to elbow. Now do the same thing we just did before. We'll do little hands first, actually. Keep your fingers spreading. Roll the fingers to face forward. Pull the wrists into your sternum. Good. Feel a little stretch in there. Wrists and hands, hopefully. Then aim the fingers to the floor. Good, roll back up, aim your fingers at your own chest. Good, now pull the hands into sternum, suck your belly back, put enough pressure in your feet to close elbows in, but don't put your blocks down. Little coordination here, calibrated amount of pressure in the feet, and then roll it back open, sit deeper into your supported malasana. One more time, suck the belly back, ribs back, drop the head, and your knees should feel like they're reaching forward as much as anything else. Roll it back open, sit into it. Good. Bring elbows in front of your shins. You can tent fingers if you've got a real big stretch. Pull back from serratus, trying to bring ribs further forward through the hips. Good. Let your head start to drop. Breathe. Go ahead and bring the hands behind the head if you're easy in this. Don't pull hard on the head, but let elbows drape toward the ground. Find your breath. Keep just enough pressure in the feet to keep the belly lifted. Hug your knees in on your own ribs or shoulders or whatever's between them. Lift your belly and then let that go. Sit a little deeper. One more time. Squeeze your knees in. Roll to your inner feet. Lift your outer feet. And then roll back to outer feet. Let that go. Slowly bring your blocks back and then roll it up. Good. How are you? Got a little back release there? Yeah? Okay, good. All right, we're going to come forward one more time. This time, I want you to come back inside the leg. Bring your right arm inside the leg as much as you can. Drop the shoulder down. Try to bring your ribs inside the groin if at all possible. We're pretty much all there. Good. Now lean into your own right leg. Left elbow to the ceiling, fingers facing down. Push that left knee away. Roll all the way to outer foot. Really open up the hip away from you. Yeah, good. Feel that? Good. Let your neck release. Don't hold the head up unnecessarily. Good. Let it come back in. Same thing. Get little inside the pelvic bowl on the left side. Really get your shoulder in there. Sit into that. Lean into it. Your left knee's going to accept your shoulder weight or your body weight, but don't pull in hard either. Just kind of give yourself a little buoyant spot to rest. Fingers face down, elbow up. Why? Opening this. So make it open this. Good. And then press away. Tiny lift in low belly. If you keep those ribs open, will really make you feel that. Roll to outer foot, curl toes in to contract inner foot a little. Good. And then open toes and bring it back. Good. Roll it back. How are you?
Good.
Butt getting sore?
No.
No? We're all right? You want a pad?
No?
No, you're good? Okay. Now we're going to put a foot back. So if you want to stack it up higher, stack it up higher. Let's take your right foot. Actually, first, we're going to do some feet. Okay. So you're going to hold on to the ball of the foot, or the top of the foot. Put the toes into the mat and slowly lower your toes into the mat. If your feet are flexible, this is like, what are we doing here? No, nobody cares. If this is tight for you, it's almost like shoot me now. Okay?
Like painful?
Yeah. Take it back up to the tips of the toes. Do it again. If you don't need help from the hand, you don't need to use your hand. What we're doing is getting everybody else who hates this used to it. Okay, pick it back up. One more time. Let it come down. Now make all the toes feel it, not just your big toe. Roll to the pinky too. Yeah, and let your ankle pop out to the side a little. Yeah, okay. Pick it back up. Good. Now bring your foot a little further back. Now bring the knee across and try to get the top of the foot to the ground a little bit more. Good, and then roll it back up, making the metatarsals feel. Roll across a little bit. Feel how the hip has to go forward, the left hip's stabilizing. Bring it back up. Okay, now take your foot all the way back. Hopefully your foot won't yell at you too much. Yeah? That's a little better? Good? Warm it up a little? Okay, so anybody puts the foot back and it cramps right away, that'll just help you to not feel that cramp. All right, let's move over so that you're, actually stay in the middle. Hips right in the middle of your bolster, or block. Heel toe your left foot wide. Bring your body down inside that leg, let your head drop. Your elbows don't have to touch the ground, but you are trying to get the ribs inside the leg. Now bring your left elbow outside the shin. You're trying to make 90-degree angle in the elbow here so that your upper arm is going to come in front of your own shin like you're going to elbow it back. Okay? Then do the same with the right hand. There's no leg there, but make them symmetrical. In front. Where's your hand? No, you're in front, but don't take it back. Keep it right next to it. There. Okay? Just soft pressure. Actually, first roll your left shoulder back. Feel how that pins your left hip back. And then bring your ribs forward. Soft pressure in the top of the right foot should be enough to bring you off your blocks. Yep, there we go. Now keep rolling your left shoulder back, which should, if you let it, pin the hip up and back. Okay, you may be fine with this. This may be all you do. Otherwise, wiggle your left foot back. Try to kneel on your own upper arm. Okay, so from here, wiggle that foot out of there. Pick the foot up and kneel on the upper arm. Good, arm balance prep. Perfect. You can put your head down or forehead down if you want. Now, if you're in your arm balance prep, bend the left elbow more so the elbow's right over the hand and it pulls you into a groin stretch. Good, and come back to center one more time. Bend left elbow out to the left, open the knees. Good, now to come back up, put your foot back on the mat, sit back on your blocks. Good, how are we doing there?
Good.
Okay, so your arm balance prep there, picking that up. You can either work on putting the head down, coming up to headstand or whatever, but the whole point is this shelf and this connection are supposed to be a boundary so that when your serratus pull the shoulder back, it also sends the hip back, ribs forward, right? That's what you're trying to figure out. All right, good. Yeah, so it's actually easier with your foot in the air to feel that hip back feeling than with your foot on the ground because the foot gives you a little constriction. Yeah, so when you roll the shoulder back, you should feel your serratus pin the hip back, which also helps send the ribs forward, that opposition. Okay, nice. All right, move your hips over so your right sitting bone is hanging off the block. If at any point your butt's done sitting on this block or your sitting bone's filled forward, grab your pad and pad it up a little. Okay, you're literally hanging the right glute, right sitting on off the block. Bring your right knee a little bit in, just inside the line of the hip. Bring your left foot across that. Good, and then press the knee across the body. Bring your right elbow to the knee, and then don't twist your upper body. Make your prayer hands face forward. See how far across the body you can pull that left knee. At the same time, think of slouching into your right leg. The right foot actually has to push down into the mat. Your quads engaged a little to keep you from falling off your blocks. Okay, so we're twisting low body, not upper body right now. It's a little different. If you can twist far enough, you can even roll to inner foot, lift outer foot. Yep. Good. Now, think of pushing your left knee into the elbow to pull it forward a little bit. And then at the same time, let your hip sag even more to open up that right hip sag to open up the right side. Good. Feel this open? Yeah. Okay. Now go the other way. Now we're going to pull the knee across a little bit. Bring your left elbow on top of your right, opening up the left serratus now. Good. Push the left hand into the right to pick your ribs up and twist the upper body. Keep your low belly sucking back. Knees hug into each other just a little bit, or right knee pushes forward really more than anything. Breathe. Drop your chin in. Try to stay rounded in your twist. Good. Now go back and forth between those. Sweep your left elbow wide. Keep the prayer hand strong. Push that left knee across your center line. Round forward over it. Roll back up just a little. Stay rounded. Sitting into the right top of the foot. Pull across with that left knee just until the left arm, left knee just until the left arm's on top of right, then push down with the left hand to pick up your ribs. Good. And come back. How are we doing? Okay, it's a big twist. All right, see if you can tuck that knee up under your armpit even more. Good. And then keeping that hand there, bring hand to the mat. Other hand to the mat, tip into it. Maybe you're here and you're just working on pulling the ribs further and further past that thigh. Maybe you can push into the foot, come up, and lift the front leg. Okay. Maybe you can go further into the arm balance, wherever you're at is where you're at. You won't get to the arm balance until you can get those ribs past. Very nice. Until you can get those ribs to pull past the leg. The arm balance is all about deepening that twist. Very nice. Good, you got it. Very nice. Good. All right, go ahead and bring the foot across. Bring your foot up to the hip crease and try to make the toes stretch and make this round a little bit so it fits into that crease. If you're nowhere near that, and this doesn't apply to you, you're just trying real hard to keep your foot up here and drop the knee away. Good. If you can fit it there, really get your foot up to the hip bone and drop the knee in and down. Good. Now suck your belly back so the SI joint separates. Let your chest soften. There we go. Good. All right, keep this knee dropping, hug it in. Good. There you go. All right, let's come forward. To come off your blocks, you may need your hand to kind of push you forward. Put the knees hip width apart on the mat. Nobody's thinking? You're not one thinker? All right, we'll come back. We'll do this another time. Have a seat. You gonna try it?
We'll watch.
We'll watch you,
Good,
but you're
you look
doing
great.
stuff that we can't do.
I can't do it.
I can't do any of this
Sit
stuff.
the knee down. You're almost there. You got it. Perfect. Okay, from here, drop the chest down into the shoulder blades, drop the belly. Press into the hands to bring the ribs up, suck the belly up. Your right hip's gonna push that left foot forward a little, stretch deeper. Round and then unround. Good, walk forward a little further. Keep your ribs up high and see if you can come forward into what feels like an up dog. Good, roll the shoulders back. And drop the head, shoulders shrug a little forward. And then suck the belly up, push your hands to come back. Now sit back like you're in a down dog. Sitting over, reach back away from hand. And then sit back. Nice, and when you're ready, sit back to blocks. Good job, Denise, you got it. Take the foot out of it, like laughing right over there. All right, switch sides.
I'm having a sweat fit here.
That was good.
That was good. Yeah. Okay, let's switch sides. Put your left foot back and your right, or no, don't put your left foot back there. Let's get that foot tempered a little bit first. So you're gonna, I guess I'll face more forward. So you're gonna hold on to the foot, tuck the toes, and then let the weight come down into bending the toes under. Not just the first knuckle. That is not what this should look like. That is, my toes don't want to stretch, my foot doesn't want to stretch. Get over that. Roll to the pinky side of the foot, especially if you can't get over that. Feel that stretch in the foot itself. Yeah? Roll back up to the tip of the toes. Try to be strong with the foot. You may feel that here. Then roll back all the way to the knuckles. Roll to the pinky side too. Give it a stretch too, not just that big toe. And then back up. Okay, good. Now, bring the toes a little wider with knee dropping in. That's an inner spiral on the hip. Drop the knee across. Try to get the top of that ankle into the mat. And then pull it back up, putting weight into the foot again. Get the foot to accept it. One more. Drop it across. Good. Get those toes tucked under. There you go. Yep, now when you come back up, don't come up too hard or too fast. That's what it should feel like. Yeah? Drop it across. One more time. Come up easy. Just tempering that foot. Good. Alright, foot shouldn't be too unhappy to be stuck back there now. Good. All the way back. Alright, he'll tell you right foot out right a little bit so your body fits inside. Sits inside. Bring the body down. If your elbows can touch the ground, fine. If they can't, you don't care. You're just trying to drop down a little bit inside the pelvic bowl if you can. Maybe wiggling ribs back and forth. Not wiggling so much as moving ribs side to side will give you more space in your hips. Breathe. Okay, let's set up for that arm balance prep. Bring your right elbow in front of the shin. Hand pretty much lines up, knuckles to knuckles of the foot. Left hand for symmetry out to the side. Both shoulders are just a little rolled forward for now. Okay. Now when we go to pin the knee back, you're going to roll your right shoulder back. Feel the serratus, the muscles on the ribs under the armpit, and feel how that pins the hip back. Yeah? Your shoulder blade pinning the hip back. Keeping that, pushing to the top of the left foot to come forward. Either just work on pinning that hip back, you can push into the foot a little bit to bring it up and back. Or if you want to sneak the foot out of there and kneel on your upper arm, you can do that arm balance prep. Okay, bend your arm out to the side further. Yeah, get your elbow in front of it. Bend your arm out to the side to get into a deeper groin stretch. Keep sitting chest into that. You can either put chin down, or you can put forehead down, or you can stay in the air. If you've never done either, try one. It helps you release a little more in the rib. Okay, and then come back to the left one more time. Bend that right elbow to the right, really sitting into your stretch. Good. And then come back up. Foot to the mat. Sit back. Good. So a lot of arm balances can come from there. All right. Sit over to the left side of your blocks. Left sitting bone hanging, literally, off the block. Only the right sitting bone, right glute, is on the block right now. Okay, so if I don't kind of lean a little right, I will fall off the block. Bring your left knee just inside the pelvic bowl line. Cross the right leg over it. And really use this foot to trap the knee. These two meet with some pressure. Okay? Keep using the foot. You'd heel toe across a little bit. And if you twisted the other way, you'd stretch the side of the hip. But definitely feel those meet. Now push the knee across. If you are tight in your back and your hips and you're really upright, this knee's not coming across. You gotta sink, think slouch in your lumbar spine, drop the pelvic bowl back, and you will go way across then. Okay, and then elbow to knee. Okay, hands in prayer, spread fingers a lot. Try to bring wrists into a 90-degree angle and arms into one straight line from elbow to elbow. Bring the elbows forward, drop the head, really slouch into the left foot. The top of the foot pushing down will keep you from falling off your blocks. If you're really flexible, you can roll to inner left foot, lift outer foot, and go further across. Keep sucking the belly back out of the way of the front of the hip. Drop the head, soften the spine. Good. Now we're going to start by flattening your foot, pulling the knee forward to pull the elbow forward, left elbow. Keep the left elbow pulled forward, drop your left hip further, slouching left. Feel how that opens the left side more. So you're bringing the elbow forward, but slouching hip down. Hold there. Okay, now, totally different. Bring the right elbow up on top of the left, spread the fingers, coming on top of that knee. Push down with the hand to start picking your ribs up on the right side. Good job. Breathe. Little pressure into that left knee helps you suck the belly back, drop pelvic bowl back a little bit as you stretch. Good. If you want to go deeper here, you can work that knee further under and bring your hand through and find a bind. Not sure if that's something you do, binding, yeah. Okay, and then if you're going to do that, the left hand holds the right wrist and you roll that top shoulder back. I'm sorry I didn't mention it on the other side. Good. Other way.
How do you do that?
So if you want to do the bind, stay in your twist, elbow against the knee. Go hand down, elbow forward enough, and then your hand comes underneath. It's a big shoulder stretch. You're almost there though, actually. Yeah, good. You're almost there too. Yay, good job. Now, if you're used to twisting the head, try letting the neck totally drape and feel your core suck back. Yeah, feel the difference there? Good, and let your back muscles release more, and then you can feel more between rib cage and pelvis. Now roll that right shoulder blade back more, pulling the right wrist into the left hand without lifting your head. Yeah, so look up here for a minute. That. There you go, feel the difference? Good, and then you can also pick that foot up if you're in the bind, and lengthen it out. Good. And bring it back down. We'll pick that up on the other side for you since you did that here. All right, everybody else, let's go back to where we were in the sequence. Keeping the elbows here, sweep the right elbow out wide to bring the knee across the body more. Drop your head in, draping the back of the neck. And then go back to the other one. Bring that right elbow up, press through the left knee, really lean back in this twist. Try to keep your chin in though. Press down through the left elbow instead of cranking the neck. And then last one, roll it down. Oops, I almost lost it. Okay, now keep the knee pinned across. Hand to the mat, keeping elbow in there. Other hand, lean out, plop onto it. Press into the back foot. Lift the front foot. If you want to try to for the arm balance, you lean forward, elbows in, chest long. Good. Gotta lean forward a little more. There, you got it. Good, not far to fall, right? Okay, bring it back up. Nice, everybody. Bring the foot up. Try to drape your whole forearm around the foot to keep that line of the foot if you're not really strong with that stretch. And then see if you can hold the foot and drop the knee. If this is easy for you, make that shape with the foot, get it up into the hip, bring the knee down and hug in. Then suck belly back. Yes. So try to slouch from here. So you're really stiff in the back of the hips. You'll actually find more space here if you sink. And then pull in. Yeah, feel the difference a little bit? Good. All right, come down with the knee. Walk your hands forward. Spread your fingers out a lot. If your foot's all the way up into the hip, it's almost like your heel supports the pelvic bowl when you drop the ribs. Okay? Push through there too. Put the knee down. There you go. Nice. Everybody made it. You guys said you could do it.
On this side.
On this side. Okay, gotcha. This is the side thing. All right, press down through the hands to spread your shoulder blades. Lift your middle abs up just soft. Let that right hip release. Don't squeeze your right glute at all. Then go the other way. Softly drop the chest, drop the head, drop the belly. Try to feel the pelvic bowl drop into the foot if it's there. One more time. Push through the hands. Spread the shoulder blades. Lift the belly. Soften the hip. You can sit back a little bit if it helps you soften the hip. Good. And then come forward. Walk the hands forward a little bit, not too much. Keep your ribs high when you come forward. If you let your ribs drop into the shoulder girdle, your hips don't fit. If you keep that pressure in your hands so ribs are high, then hips can release and hang forward. Then once you're into it, you can drop the ribs into the shoulder blades if you want to drop deeper. Good. Try to bring that right shoulder a little further forward. And then pushing the hands, suck the belly up a little bit. sit back like down dog. You have to slide hands forward. Hips reach back. And sit all the way back to your blocks. Bring it up. Good job. Good. Everybody did. All right, let's go to the other side. We'll pick up the bind. You guys can try it. Put the right foot back. Bring the left foot forward. We'll do one more thing here too. Sit with your right sitting bone off the block. Bring the right knee across. Left foot crosses over. Same setup we just had. Good. And then really work the knee across, which means lumbar spine slouches and round. Low belly sucks out of the way of the front of the hips. Knee across. Then get the elbow across. Then if you want to try the bind, you have to be able to inner spiral the shoulder. So through the glenohumeral joint, you roll forward, right, which we do a lot. The hand then comes through that little hole to your back, and then your other hand comes around. Your right hand will hold your left wrist, right around this side. Nothing's wrong with your bind. You're going the wrong way. Twist the other way. There we go. That's better. Okay. So once your hand comes around, you want to try to pull it up, up, up toward the hip, and then hold on. Everybody's getting close. Oh, that shoulder's tighter, huh? There you go. So right hand holds left wrist. Let your head drop. Let some of the right hip drop, or let some of the weight drop into the right foot. Then roll the left shoulder back, pulling against the bind to do that. Good. Maybe you can push into the right knee and pick the left foot up. Not as easy on this side. Okay. Bring it back down and come out of your bind. Oh, you got it. Nice. Good. Does that shoulder feel tighter?
This is tighter.
That's what's stopping you?
Much tighter.
Yeah. Do that. Okay, good. How are we doing?
Good.
All right, back to the beginning of that sequence. Feet forward, sitting bones off your blocks. Feet wide. Take them a little further forward this time. Plan on tipping further. Okay, and then elbows inside your knees, hands in prayer. Elbows are one straight line from elbow to elbow. Let's squeeze the knees in against the elbows. If they're really in one straight line, it's like putting a stick in an alligator's mouth, nothing going anywhere. Suck your belly back, and then roll forward again. Bend your knees, pulling with the feet to pull your hips to your heels. Sit into that a little deeper. Good job. Wow, nice. Okay, breathe. Bring your hands down a little lower. There you go. Good. Now suck the core back, shoulders forward, just enough pressure in feet to lift out of pelvic bowl. And then on around, drop into it. Good. One more time. Suck the belly back, knees reach forward. Drop the head and open it up. Good. Now, elbows in front of the shins. Pull your ribs through. Drop the head down and release the fingers. If you crushed that rib, you didn't get long enough, you fell off the box. All right, hands behind the head. Breathe. Press into your feet to bring blocks back first, then softly roll up. Good. All right, very good. How are we feeling?
Good.
All right, hips to the floor. Okay. Floor work? Sit in front of that. What'd you say? Floor work? I said floor work. Yes, we'll come to the floor. We're going to do shoulders. I'm actually going to turn around so I can face my clock. All right. Put your blocks behind you. Try to line them up. And then yes, we'll go to floor work after we do shoulders. We haven't done it this way in a while. We've done it in a lot more complicated ways lately, so we're going to go back to this way. Like that work? Complicated? Feet flat. Okay, fingers are facing forward, but I don't want them hanging off the front of the block unless you're trying to minimize the stretch in your hands, which that will do. If you don't need to do that, I want your fingers spreading, pinky on the block, or pinky outside the block, thumb inside the block with both hands. And bring your feet close to your hips. Hop your hips to your heels so you're on the back of the tailbone. Yeah. Okay, feet forward. Feet should be forward enough that hips are loose. If they're toe tight, you can't really move your hips very well. So feet are far enough forward that if you push softly in the feet, the pelvic bowl, this thing, will roll back. And then if you let that pressure go, it'll roll forward again. Let's just play with that. Try not to use upper body to do it. Press with feet a little, and then roll forward. One more time, press with feet. Good. Roll forward. Let's talk about hands now. Spread the fingers a lot. Push through hands. Don't push yourself away, but keep a constant amount of pressure there so you don't sink it into your neck, right? Roll your shoulders forward, elbows wide. It should feel like you're spinning in to the thumb side of the hand to spread the shoulder blade off the back. Yeah? Okay, then soften your sternum back, chin in between the shoulder blades, really letting the upper back muscles spread across. How are we doing? This is a big stretch in the front of the shoulders too. That's right, that's normal. Okay, now press into your hands without letting your hips or your back help. Just press the blocks away with hands so you can keep the knuckles on the block, the base of the hand will lift. That's a wrist stretch. Your back's helping and your hips are helping. If they pull forward, don't do that, not yet. Keep the shoulders rolled forward, keep your head forward. Shoulder blades can slide down the side of the ribs, pushing further away. Okay, now once you're here, now you get to roll forward to sitting bones. Once you've got sitting bones down, roll your shoulders back, open chest. You should feel a pretty decent stretch in your forearms and your wrists. Yeah? Okay, now chin in, roll shoulders forward as you roll hips back. Little pressure in your feet will help pelvic bowl roll back. Hands go flat, elbows go wide. Your shoulders shouldn't your elbows shouldn't pass your hands. This is not it. Okay? So if that's happening, bring your hips further forward and your elbows wider. Shoulders should always be in front of hands. Elbows should be trying to be pretty much in front of hands. Yeah, feel the difference there? Now you've got a framework to sit into. Here, you just feel like, oh, you're going to fall down. All right. One more time. Yeah, this is big in the hands and wrists. Squeeze the blocks with your pinky and your thumb. Get the hands active. Now push the blocks away. Good. Let go of some of the squeeze so the base of the wrist will lift. Roll your sitting bones forward. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your middle abs up. Don't just crunch your low back. So suck the belly up like Mula Bandha. Then roll hips back, roll shoulders forward, elbows go wide, sit into it. Yes, good. Now lean into the right hand more. Your right hand should feel like it's pulling that block under you to your spine. And then go left. Lean into your left hand. Good. Because still not stretching the shoulders. One more. Lean into the right hand. Feels like it's pulling the block under you, elbow open. Now, let's take the knees across to the left. Suck the belly back so your pelvic bowl stays back. No up and over in the back. Yeah? Bring it back. Lean into your left hand, left shoulder forward. Left hand is strong though, it's taking that weight. Then let the knees drop across, but keep enough pressure so pelvic bowl stays back. Good, and bring it back up. Press into the hands to come up. Roll through the hips, roll the shoulders back. Good, if you have a bridge, you can walk feet back. Take your hips up, open the chest. Good. Now bring your chin in, roll your shoulders forward. Then roll the shoulders back. Keep the chin in. Roll shoulders forward. Roll shoulders back and push down. That growth. And bring it back down. Bending the elbows. Try to put your low back straight into the mat. Nice. Good. Bring it up. Bend at the knuckles now. Yep. Stretching the hand. Try to put a little bit of weight there. Good. You can do it on the mat too. A little easier. All right. Roll your hand. Good. Close hands into fists. Roll through your wrists. That should be a decent stretch in hands and wrists.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So if you do a lot of down dog or inversion practice, hands need that. Okay, let's turn so fingers face back now. Okay. Little different stretch in the wrist. Wherever your hips were for the last one, they're going to need to be a little further for the next one, but bend your elbows before you wait there. Hips under more. Okay, feet forward. Roll the shoulders forward, bend the elbows. You're looking for a 90-degree angle in the upper to lower arm eventually. With shoulder heads really forward, and you can see from behind the shoulder blades really come apart off the back. If your chin drops in like a little chin lock, neck lock, then you can kind of push the ribs back. The feet can also help pull the hips back or push the hips back by pushing forward on the floor a little bit, and that'll take the ribs back deeper too. Hands have to have enough pressure in them not to give up. So you just crush wrists. Keep the pressure in hands. Now roll the right shoulder back. Try to roll into the pinky side of your hand and roll it open. Roll left shoulder back. Push into the hand. Roll it open. Now roll both shoulders back. Top of the head really forward. Elbows trying to touch. Roll back open. Do it again. Roll both shoulders back. Elbows in. Roll forward. Okay, now press through hands to almost straight arms. Keep squeezing your block with thumb and pinky. Roll to the top of the sitting bones. Roll the shoulders back. If you're really flexible in the chest, you can pull elbows in and down. And then roll forward. Let's try just one arm. Sit into your right arm a little bit, bend the elbow. Roll your left shoulder blade in and down, elbow in. Good. And bring it back up. Sit into the left arm. Roll your right shoulder back and then elbow spins in. There we go. Try not to turn the head too much. Keep the head in the middle. Roll forward. Last one. Sit into the right arm. Roll your shoulder blade. Make it migrate around your ribs. Come into the pinky side of the hand and come back up. I think we have to do one more to be even. Sit into the left arm. Roll the elbow in and down. So you're really learning to move the shoulder blades very free from each other and free from the ribs. Good. Come on up. Bring your hands to the mat. A little bit of hand relief. Tuck the knuckles under. Flat. The fingers stay flat. Yeah? Okay, you can do that too. It's harder to sit up though. I would do them one at a time if you're going to do that. Right now, just the fingers. Okay, now roll shoulders back, opening the chest. You can roll forward on your hips, pressing with hands to get there. Then roll the hips under. Roll your shoulders forward, sit into the hand below it. Drop your chin. One more time. This time, try rolling the hips forward first. Stay heavy in your sitting bones. Roll shoulders back. Push your hands to pick up ribs. Don't use your back. Good. And then roll it under. Okay, if you're easy in this, you can either leave fingers tucked or you can flatten hands in either direction, forward or back. Come up into your bridge. Open the chest. Really push the floor away to make the neck long. Then roll the shoulders forward. One more. Push the floor away. If you want to roll shoulders back and open chest, drop the head back if you can. Bring the head up. Roll the shoulders forward. Come on down. Good. And then bring the hands forward. Open and close a few times. Good. Let's get rid of your blocks. Let's actually keep one block. It's a lot in the shoulders, yeah. Good. I like this one. She says that was good in the shoulders. Sometimes you guys will be like, you're killing my shoulders.
Well, it was
Not
killing my shoulders too. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, so get your holster for under the legs. Get your little purple balls we may or may not use, but put them next to you by where your hips are going to be, or your shoulders, and grab your strap too. I'm probably getting greedy on time, but we'll at least have everything. Okay. Oops. And then sit down with legs over the bolster. Ball is going to be behind you, and scoot to the top of your mat because we'll start with the ball under the lumbar spine, and as we progress, we're going to move down the mat, which makes the ball move up the spine. So you want to make sure you don't run out of mat. Start at the top. Okay. All right, start with your ball against your lumbar spine. If you're used to doing this, or if you know you have a real back bendy spine, or this is easy, you can leave it there, and you can have the back bend be more full spine. If this is not super comfortable for you, take it back to mid-spine and start with it a little higher, in other words. Okay? Lay back over it. Block right under the base of the skull where your hairline is, and then pick your hips up. Bring your tailbone under. So your lumbar spine is long, then let your legs rest over the bolster. Hips should be on the floor. Are they touching? Yeah. Hips touch the floor. Supported back bend. Bring your arms out to the sides. Inhaling. As you exhale, bring the arms straight up to the ceiling, interlace the fingers, make a little yoga gun, or a little pointer if you don't like the word gun. Spread thumbs away from index fingers. Outer spiral arms so biceps face you. Reach your shoulder blades off the back. They come up to the ceiling. Then drop the shoulders down. Your shoulder blades should fall off the back of the ball between the block and the ball toward the floor. Do it again. Spread your shoulder blades to reach up. And then drop the shoulders back down. Shin has to drop down. Neck should be heavy in your block. Block has to be close enough to keep your head. One more time. Spread your shoulder blades to come up. Hold. Outer spiral arms so biceps face you. Try to pull the hands apart from the back of the shoulder, but don't actually let go. So you feel a little spreading. Then drop the arms forward, but keep your shoulders high. Front of the shoulders are up to the ceiling. When your arms come down, they're going to squish your chest or your pecs. And then pop your head up, round up. Use the core. Same movement through your shoulders we always find. Shoulder blade slides forward, but core sucks back. Ribs rest into your ball, then slide your shoulders back. Nothing should move but shoulders. Shoulders slide forward, shoulder blades. Shoulder blades slide back. When you lean back, you should feel space between your ribs and your pelvis, not tucked hips. Let the hips go. Now reach for where the wall meets the ceiling. Try it again. This may give you a little more space here. Shoulder blades slide forward, chin in, shoulder blades slide back. One more time, slide it forward and up. and then slide back. Now bring the arms right above the head, little tiki above the head. Shoulder blades go up to the ceiling, and then down to the ball. 2 more, up to the ceiling, and then down to the ball. Last one, up to the ceiling, hold, and then down to the ball. Now bring them up to the ceiling, and take them back behind your head, keeping head forward. So go ahead and inner spiral legs, pick up your feet, spread your toes, lift your hips and lengthen. Breathe. Drop your hips back down to the floor. Drop your head to your block. Maybe you have to adjust the block if you lost it. Pull it into you. And drop your arms back. Breathe. How are we doing?
Great.
Good. Reach through the thumb side of your hand. Thumbs are little parallel lines touching each other. Then you're going to slowly bring the arms up. Try to use the serratus, the muscles underneath the armpits. Try not to tighten your chest. That will hurt the back. Slowly bring your arms up. Keep the shoulder blades deep in the shoulder girdle. We don't need to reach for the ceiling right away on the way up. Once hands are above your face, slide shoulder blades off the back and reach up. And then slide back down. Good. Let's try this with the ball. Grab one of your balls. Put the ball right in the base of the hand. Hands, the base of the hands touch. Fingers can be open, or you can squeeze in. Thumbs should make parallel lines wrapping around the ball. Slide shoulder blades off the back like you're pushing that ball to the ceiling, and then really drop shoulders down. Let the weight of the ball drive the shoulder blades further down. Got to drop chin and let your head be heavy in the block in order for that to work. Slide the shoulder blades up freely, and then draw them back out. Keeping them dropped down, take the arms back behind you. You'll have to close fingers if they're not. And reach through the thumb side of the hand. Breathe. Now pick the ball up about halfway and hold. Inner spiral your legs. Pull your ribs down as you bring the ball up, and then pick your hips up, pressing down softly through the back of the leg. Spread shoulder blades off the back with hips in the air. Now let your hips drop all the way back down to the mat. Feel your back release more. Let your shoulders drop all the way back down to the mat. Good. Or bring the arms back up. Outer spiral arms, squeeze ball, and again, like you're pulling it apart from the back of the shoulder, pull horizontal. Drop the arms forward, squish your own chest, pick the head up. Okay, from here, heels dig into the mat. Watch if you've never done this. You're going to bend the knees, pull forward, rolling forward, pushing your bolster with your bum. Good, and then legs over the bolster. So now the ball's higher on the spine. Bring the ball to where the wall meets the ceiling. Slide your shoulder blades back, leaning into the ball. Trust the ball with the weight of the ribs. Then slide your shoulder blades forward. Open your back more. Suck the middle abs down to the ground. Let your middle back around. Good. Slide your shoulder blades down. And then slide them back up. 2 more. Slide the shoulder blades down. Slide back up. Don't use your hips to help. This should be all in the deep core muscles. Slide shoulder blades down. Slide back up. Hold. Bring arms up to your head. Slide shoulder blades down here. Really feel shoulder blades dig into the ball. And then bring them back up. Now take arms back behind the head. Core. Breathe. Don't let your head drop back. Sides of your neck will work a little. Then bring the ball back up. Good. Get rid of the ball. Up forward. One more time. Hips to bolster like this. A little further. You've got a very long spine. One more time.
My bolster's stopping me.
Right there. Good. All right. Grab your strap. The bolster didn't want to move on your mat. Yeah. Put the strap behind your head. And then hold on to your strap, one in each hand, with your thumbs on the strap, fingers long. Elbows are a 90-degree angle. Okay? Yes. Okay, now your elbows reach forward from serratus, pulling the shoulder blades down the rib cage toward the hips and knees. Don't let your hips come back and meet that. Let that be released. Just serratus pull forward. At the same time, you're not going to pull hard on the strap. Instead, it's just a boundary. Your head drops back into, chin into your neck. It should feel like your chin is dropping back to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Okay, keep that in the head and neck, that little opposition of serratus forward, neck back. And then you're going to lean back, ribs opening to go back. Not chin lifting, neck crunching. Elbows reach for the ceiling, head is resting into the strap as you go back over your ball. If your block's in the way, just move it. Good. Breathe. To come back up, use serratus, just bring the head like a hinge. Chin drops in, shoulder blades into the ball, pulling the head forward. Keep rounding into yourself, elbows pulling forward and down. Chin in, really stretching the neck. Breathe. You should feel that coming down into the thoracic spine too. Yeah? Okay, do it again. As you lay back, it's not because your chin lifts and your cervical spine crunches, not this. It's because your ribs open. Right here, this is what opens. Laying over the ball. Your hands are still pulling to the ceiling, elbows reaching for the ceiling. Lay back. Breathe. Pull the head up from serratus, chin in, rounding forward, elbows reach almost to the ground right behind the ribs, like they're coming into the ball. So there's a sort of scooping in. Good job. All right, take the strap off the head. How are we doing?
Good.
Guys feel that stretch in the neck and spine? Okay, hold on to your strap. Let's hold it about mat width. If you guys have done the big ball practice with me, you know where we're going. Maybe you know where your grip is supposed to be for your particular shoulder girdle. But the wider you hold, the more conservative it is, the less the stretch will be. The more narrow you hold, you make it stuck. Okay? Hold on about mat width, probably wider for most. Keep it in your thumbs. Inner spiral your arms. That means from the glenohumeral joint, the humerus rolls in, the back of the hand ends up facing in. Not because your wrist did it, but because your shoulders did it. Reach the shoulder blades forward, chin in. Bring your arms up. When arms are right above the head, let shoulders drop. Totally releasing. If you weren't holding the strap, hands would fall out to the sides. Then see if you can take the arms back. Roll all the way through the joint. Pinky side of your hand touches the mat, and then roll your shoulders forward. Knife edge of the hand sliding forward with you, propping you up. So you got to be able to roll all the way through the joint. Now slide forward. There you go. Roll back, lean into your ball. Bring it back up. Are we able to get through the joint? Yeah. If it's too much for your neck when you're back there, you can take your block and put it on either first, second, or third level. That being first, that being second. So your head would be able to rest on something. Okay. If you do rest your head, all you're going to do is bring the arms back. You won't make it through your joint. You'll bend your elbows and you'll feel the stretch. That's going to be about all you'll make. If you're going to go for the whole thing, you've got to keep your cervical spine and your thoracic spine separated from shoulder blades so you can roll all the way through the joint and then pull the shoulders forward. And once the knife edge of the hand touches, you pull forward. There you go. Push it to the mat a little. And then roll back. This may be better on the big ball. Let's get rid of your strap and drop it to the side. Good. All right. Heels into the mat or feet. You're going to either push the bolster forward with your hands or just pull with the feet coming forward. This time, I want you to pull your neck out long like you're tractioning cervical spine and lay it over the arc of the ball. Move your block if it's in your way. Okay, you should end up with your chin up. Ball should be under the neck and head. Okay, bring your arms back, bring your legs over the bolster. Your ball should be supporting your shoulder blades right now. You need to go toward the parking lot on your ball more, that way. So just roll back. Nope, you not the ball that way. You that way.
Oh, me that way.
Yeah. A little further, there you go. Okay, and then really, let's everybody pull your head up. If you pull your head all the way forward, the neck is totally free of the ball, and the ball is right at your last cervical vertebrae. Then lay back over it with neck long, almost giving yourself a double chin as you lay down. Then arms reach back. Yeah? You should feel a stretch. You should feel good. You should feel like it lifts your ribs, it's a stretch in your chest and shoulders. Now keep the arms resting, and whatever your soft tissue stretch happens to be, then let your arms just slowly drape out to the sides, stopping at any point where shoulders want to make a funny movement or catch. And let your arms just rest in your stretch. Mine happen to touch the floor. A lot of people's will be in the air. That's fine. Breathe. Let your chest release. Okay, this is a weird one. Humor me. We're going to inhale long and soft. Hold the air in. Puff your cheeks out like a little puffer fish. And then clench your teeth on purpose. As you start to exhale, release the clench in the teeth. And then release the facial muscles. See if you can soften your chest and collarbone area more as you do that. Doesn't work, it doesn't work. Try one more time. Inhale long but soft. Scoop the cheeks out, clench the teeth. And release. Good. Bring your arms slowly back to where they started from without lifting. Just let them hang into their stretch. And release the fingers when you get there. Make that little yoga gun or pointer and reach as long as you can. And then bring your hands to your head. Pull your head up. How are we doing? Great. Good. Okay, last time you're going to hop the hips forward, and then you'll end up with the ball just under the head and neck. It should be unmistakably making your eyes gaze forward now. You cannot look at your ceiling mirror even if you wanted to. You really have to push your head back in the ball. Pull your bolster to your hips with your feet. Pick your hips up, pull the bolster under your hips. Once you get there, you want your ribs further away from the hips. If you've never heard this cue, look up here. You're going to push your head into the ball a little bit. Hop your ribs back, closer to the ball. So you want to just feel like your ribs are further away from the hips on the mat, giving some length to the spine. Then pull one knee in at a time. And you can either go with regular happy baby hands where the nice edge of your hand, karate chops top of the foot and holds outer foot, or you can go the way we usually do, which is arms under the legs, hands cup the heels. Okay? Then from there, let your back release. Really let upper back come into the ground. Tip to the left. Bring your right heel towards your right hip. Hold on to the ankle and keep it there for a second. Keep tipping left. Let the back of the knee release. Don't contract that. Let it drop open. And then let go of that right foot. Bring it to the mat. Straight to the mat. Right arm up. Let the shoulder blade drop to the ground and let it drop back behind you. Now try to bring the right knee across your center line a little bit and feel how that stretches out of the hip. Good. And then if you want to go further, slide the foot forward. Reach it out long and low in front of you. Reaching the right arm back. Neck pushing back into the purple ball will help you lengthen your hip further away. Good. And then slowly draw the right arm up from the serratus, from underneath. Don't tighten your chest, don't tighten your fingers. And then bend your right knee out to the right as you bring it in, so you're coming in with low belly. Hand under the heel and hold. Let me show off that little sound over here on timer. And we're going to go to side 2. Stay there, take a breath or two until I get back. Alright, what are we on? Left foot forward?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Alright, keep hold of the right foot. Tip to the right a little bit. Let the right foot drop open. No clenching the back of the knee. Then bring your left hand to left ankle, folding your heel into your left sitting bone. Try to drop the knee forward from there already. And feel the hips are doing very separate things. Then you can let go of that foot. Let the foot come to the floor. Bring your left arm up, palm facing in. Drop the shoulder blade into the mat first. Really release. Then let the arm drop back. Left knee drops across to the right a little. Feel that in the hip. And then slide the foot forward. Chin back, neck back, into your ball. Breathe. Make sure your right shoulder isn't crushing down to your left hip. Keep that shoulder a little up. Both sides of the ribs are open that way. Breathe. And then slowly drag left arm up from the serratus. Bend the left knee out to the left. Bring the hand under the heel. Now see if both legs can softly open. Let the back of the knees go. Hamstrings release. Chin back into your ball. Let the upper back be heavy in the mat. Breathe. Good. Bring the feet in. Hands go to the top of the ankles. See if you can drop the knees forward, holding on with fingers to the ankles. Release the front of the hips. Good. And one foot at a time to the mat. Get rid of your purple ball first. It should feel good to lay flat now. Push the bolster down to the very tip of your tailbone. Just slide it out from under you. Try not to lift the hips off of it. Try to just slide it away. Good. When it gets to the tip of the tailbone, you've got a nice little curve in your lumbar spine. A lot of weight in the upper back. Let it be there. Bring arms up. Pull one knee in at a time. Let your low back softly drop into the mat. Hold the knees with elbows wide. Good. Okay, keeping your elbows on the ground if they'll touch, if your hips are open enough. If not, just drape them as wide as they'll go. Keep your right elbow open like you're drawing a bow back with the right elbow. Keep holding the right knee. Drop the left knee forward, let your foot open a little bit so you've got a 90-degree angle from upper to lower leg, and let that foot drop to the mat. Your core pulls back to the right as your left foot hangs left. It's not that big a stretch, it's mostly coordination and releasing the hip and back. Switch by pulling in with the arm. Okay, keep the left knee open. Drop the right knee into the right hand. If I were to let go, my leg would fall forward. All the way the leg's in my hand, it's hanging over there. Suck the belly across to the left as the right leg hangs into the right hand. And bring it back. If you didn't get that, it's not a big deal. Push the bolster down further. And then bring feet to it. Put your calves on the bolster. Good. Let the legs roll open, groin facing the ceiling. Arms reach up. Let your shoulders drop into the mat again. Really feel the back of the shoulder blades. Hands are just loose. Palms are kind of facing in because your arms are outer spiral. Keep the chest released. Let the arms drop back without rocking forward on your tail. Flatten the back of the neck a little bit. Let the shoulders flatten. Inhaling, ribs opening. Exhale, slowly sink the belly and use your serratus to pull the arms up without squishing your ribs down and in. Keep them open. So the muscles inside the ribs couple with the serratus outside the ribs. So the rib cage never has to meld with pelvis. Squishing like this, gymnast. Alright, go ahead and bring your arms down to the mat. Palms can face up. If you want anything else before you're done, before your final resting pose, take it now. Otherwise, stay with me. Take a long, deep, but soft inhalation in. Hold that air in, but soften whatever's gripping that you can soften, especially chest. Don't exhale. Don't panic either. Roll the eyes into the back of the head in the middle of the forehead where your third eye lives, like you're looking at the back of the third eye. Feel what that does to the muscles in the eyes and the face. Hold. Don't let your breath go yet. Release your jaw. Slowly let the air leak out. Let the eyes slowly spread away from the center and try to feel it spreading across the brow, across the bridge of the nose, across the jaw, base of the tongue. Letting go. Breathe as softly as you can, not disturbing the body. Start deepening the breath again when you're ready. Notice the breath moving in and out. Notice how it expands the rib cage a little bit. Open your fingers wide, really opening hands, spread toes. And then reach the arms up and back. Inhale. Let the ribs open, but don't rock forward on the tailbone. As you exhale, close your hands into fists. Start closing ribs. Roll the toes in, legs in, curl ankles in, toes kiss. And then inhale, roll everything back out, open hands. And then exhale, release. Good job. To come up, we can either tent knees, Roll to one side, stacking hips, ribs, and shoulders. Top hand into the mat, make your way up. Or if you prefer to reintegrate the body, waking up core, you can bring the arms up. Chin to the chest. Slowly roll into yourself to come up. Keep the knees wide on the bolster and breathe over it once you come up. I want to roll shoulder in. And we'll finish it with an O if you guys have time. Find a comfortable seat. So you should be able to keep your spine very straight. If you sit in lotus and it pushes you back, that's not going to be your posture. You're going to want to sit on something to keep hips elevated. If lotus is easy, you can take that, whatever works. Okay, same little spiel as always. It sounds long if it's the first time you're hearing it, but you're going to take a long, soft inhalation. Most muscles in the core are ribcage depressors to push air out. So don't flex core. Stay soft when you inhale so the ribs can expand. Then hold the breath for a second or two at the top. Start with jaw forward, releasing facial muscles. Start with an ah sound, then go to ooh. Save enough breath for with lips closed to vibrate through the core. When you're totally empty, all those ribcage depressors have pulled in to push air out. Mock inhale. Suck the low belly up, flare your ribs back out. And then you'll kind of gasp for air. Here we go. Palms face up. Soften shoulders down. Let your lumbar spine release. Inhale. Come up into prayer in the middle of the forehead where third eye lives. Soften lumbar spine, round. See you in your practice. Release the back one last time. Thank you very much for coming. How are we doing?
Do you know, if they had a competition who could do the longest, you would win.
So you're still going? I heard, yeah, that was you.
Can you imagine? That was the first time I thought, oh my gosh,